What's up, gang? Hope you're doing well. Slightly different video than what we typically do. This is Gritwise. I don't even think it's a sports channel, but this is called the lazy method I use to learn skills 10 times faster. So go like, go subscribe. But a lot of things that we talk about on our channel is like skill acquisition in basketball, but how it relates similar to like fighting games. Like skill acquisition to me are things that I use on a daily basis in all aspects of life. And I always find these parallels to like real life situations, to sport situations, and things that carry over: leadership, communication, effort, that sort of stuff. So I wonder if this is a video that's going to kind of make some of those connections. I just thought it'd be fun to watch. So you guys let me know if you like me venturing out into these things. It can still be applied to coaching.
You know what's crazy? Most people waste 100 hours learning something they could have learned in 10 just because they do it the hard way. I used to be the same, watching 3-hour tutorials, reading every blog. Then one day I did the laziest thing ever and somehow learned faster than I ever had. This video isn't about grinding, it's about getting clever. If you're tired of wasting time and still sucking at new skills, this lazy system will change everything. Learning is broken because we treat it like school. We try to learn everything before doing anything. We binge watch tutorials like Netflix, but don't touch the actual tool. Imagine trying to learn how to swim from a PowerPoint. Yeah, that's how most of us learn. And that's why we forget 90% of what we study. Real learning doesn't happen from consuming. It happens from trying, failing, and figuring it out as you go. Here's the difference. Lazy learners don't try to understand everything up front. They just jump in, mess around, and only look up stuff when they need it. You know that moment when you try something and it breaks, and then you Google how to fix it? That's when your brain actually remembers it, because it's solving a problem. That's how you build real skill, not...
So I would change the wording here. I saw it was called like the lazy method I use, and it's probably like engaging, gets you to click on it. I sure did. But saying it's lazy probably implies a different thing to people. But I understand what he's saying. He's kind of right. I think one of the things that I like to think about with basketball, for example, you guys know my channels. I talk about skills trainers and all the grifters and scammers out there that are like the quick hack or the quick tip to instantly blah, blah, blah. There's no quick way to become elite at a skill. There's no lazy way to become elite at a skill, but I do think he's on the right track here. I think he's saying the right things, just using words that I just, again, it's kind of another way to think there's an easy way to do it. If you want to get better at basketball, I always say, go play basketball. Like, go play. There's a lot of players that are like, can you train me? And I'm like, what do you need to work on? They're like, I don't know. That's why I need you. And I'm like, I probably can't help you that much. I mean, I'll help you, but not more than you going and training and then just playing. You go play, think about it, think about the game, like go home, go to sleep, think about what was good, what was bad, and what you want to get better at. And then you can tell me what you need to work on, or you know yourself what you need to work on and put your energy. So it's kind of what he's saying of like, just go do the thing. And one of my friends used that quote. This was 15 years ago. And that's always been kind of my motto. It's like, do the thing. Just go do the thing. If you want to get better at guitar, just go play guitar. The first time if you've never touched a guitar, go play a guitar. You're going to grab the guitar and you're going to go, oh, this is lighter than I thought it would be. Oh, my hands are in different places than I thought it would be. Oh, when I do this, it makes that. Oh, when they're doing this, it's because of whatever. They're not just doing it to do it. It's like, go when you don't know what you don't know. And until you go try the skill, until you go try the thing, then you can start forming some questions in your brain. So that's where skills trainers, that's where people online that want to sell you a program of whatever industry we're in, working out, losing weight, basketball, football, baseball, how to get better with finances and all that. You're better off learning what questions to ask first before you go find all these answers to problems you probably don't have. That makes sense.
Passive knowledge. It's not laziness, it's efficient chaos.
Right when I said he shouldn't call it laziness, and then he's like, well, it's not really laziness, it's efficient chaos.
And it works. First thing I did was I stopped watching 10 videos before starting. I picked just one resource, one tutorial, one article, whatever. Why? Because more options equals more confusion equals more procrastination.
Oh, and this is a great parallel to one of the things I've been seeing a lot of lately, and I don't like it. There's a lot of TikToks going around right now, and it's Instagram reels of the Dirk Nowitzki shooting. We've talked about this in a couple videos, and he talks about shooting this way. His trainer taught him to shoot with 2 fingers, and he's like, because it's like on a rail, and so you're shooting, you have 2 fingers guiding the ball instead of 1, so you're always more accurate, blah, blah, blah. And then everyone's like, oh my gosh, never thought about it that way. It's so great. Nah, this is great. Oh, this just fixed everything. This changes everything. The idea of what he is saying is correct, but you need to go try it. Don't go, okay, shooting is fixed, I'm going to watch 10 more videos and get better at things. No. Actually just watch the video, listen to what Dirk is saying, and then go try it. Go try it, and then you'll be able to see like, oh, that actually hurts my finger. For me, it hurt my forearm. And I'm like, yeah, my wrist just doesn't turn that way. I shoot with these 3 fingers, and mainly my middle finger. So doing this way and focusing mainly on this, it was actually hurting me. I'm like, okay, my body actually can't do that. I shoot with the middle finger. And now the next time I saw a shooting tutorial that said, you're actually supposed to shoot with this finger. Dave Love advocates for shooting with that finger because he says it's the midpoint of your hand. Sorry, I can't get in the camera. It's the midpoint of your hand. So he advocates shooting for this finger. When I heard him talking about that, I'm just like, no, for some people, not for everyone. That won't work for me. Once I learned from one video the idea of why sometimes that skill won't apply to me, I can apply that to every video from now on with anything. So if I'm trying to lose weight and someone says the quickest way to lose weight is to drink mushroom coffee in the morning, and it's like, okay, if it was that simple, or if it was that quick or easy, like everyone would be doing it, that may work for some people. It might not work for me. I know there's a lot more that goes into it. I can just not pay attention to those videos. I know there's going to be more learning that needs to go on. So the passive learning, what this guy's talking about.
Easy way is the clear way. Shrink your input. Pick the best thing. Follow that. You don't need a PhD in which course is best. You need to start touching the skill. Now, this part's going to feel illegal. Try using the tool or doing the skill before you even understand it. You're learning to edit videos? Open the software and start clicking. Want to code?
I told you, man, the guitar analogy. Good video.
Type something, break something. It'll feel weird, you'll feel dumb, but your brain will light up like crazy. Because now when you do watch the tutorial, you're not just listening, you're connecting it to something real you already touched. That's how lazy learners shortcut the learning curve. They create confusion first, then clarity sticks harder. Here's where it gets powerful. After you try something and it kind of works, explain it out loud. Not in your head, with your mouth. Say it to your roommate, your cat.
You know, this is interesting with the explain it out loud, because that's why I started these channels, these videos, is to help me as well. And I realize when I watch videos now, or I watch trainers, or I watch coaching, when I watch coaching sessions or whatever, I realize the way I talk about them and the way I approach them now is different than before I made the channel. At first I would get mad. I'm like, why is this guy grifting and selling this thing? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I would just say I hated it because it was bad. What I've gotten better at now is actually thinking when I'm watching it, hold on, why do I hate it though? I need to be able to articulate this better. So then I can have better videos, I can have better explanations, and I can tell you guys why you should either like a thing, not like a thing. And then you can bounce those ideas around in your head and make decisions for yourself. So instead of like, I don't like this coach and I think it's bad, it's like, no, I don't like this drill because of this. I love this drill because of this. Oh, I don't like this thing. I realize we don't do that enough in today's society.
Hat, the mirror, whatever. Because when you teach it, you notice what you don't actually get. And when you fix that, it locks in. Lazy learners don't review information. They rebuild it from memory. That's what makes it stick. Biggest mistake most learners make is they learn something today and don't touch it again for 2 weeks. That's a guaranteed way to forget.
I don't know if that's true. I wouldn't say most learners. I'd say like, yeah, there's some people, again, like a sport. Let's say you're trying to get better at football, kicking a football. Some people will go kick one day at the park and they're doing really well. So then they'll do it again the next day, and then they have a bad day and they're like, I don't want to play anymore. And they don't do it for 2 weeks. I'd say that happens sometimes, but I think most people's issues with the skills we touched on earlier, just too much input. You don't know where to start, gets overwhelming. So you're improving at everything, like too much things. You're inputting too many skills to not see progress in the actual thing you're trying to get better at. So video editing, for example, again, I just got better at editing my stuff by editing. And then I just tried to learn one new thing a week. And I did that probably for 3 months. Every week I was trying to learn a new thing. And now I've got to the point where I'm like, okay, I know enough to get the job done. Now I just look up how to do something when there's a specific thing I want to learn. I don't have to keep myself on this schedule of one thing a week and be active. Yeah.
Get it all. The lazy fix? Come back tomorrow. Just 10 minutes. Doesn't have to be perfect. Redo the thing. Say it out loud. You don't need new tutorials. You need reps. Lazy learners don't cram. They layer slowly, daily. That's how skills become second nature. Let's wrap this up with the lazy learning loop, the exact 5-step cycle I've used to learn skills faster than most people finish the intro tutorial. Curate. Don't consume everything. Find the top 1 to 3 resources only, no more.
That's really hard to do, find the top resources. I think that's kind of the problem with the system right now. So step number 1 for him is like find the best advice and follow it. The problem is like, how do you know what's the best advice when you're like new to a thing, especially with as much videos and information that's out there? I think this is where the system is flawed, and I've only seen step 1.
Cut the fluff. Chunk. Break it into tiny missions. 1 goal per session, 1 small win at...
That's a better way of putting it. Small, just 1 goal. What's one thing you're trying to learn? But I still think like you can learn that from multiple different sources and things. Just tell yourself like, my goal for today, it's not to bench from 10 pounds to 100 pounds. It's like, well, I'm going to go from 10 to 12. And then 2 days later, I'm going to go from 12 to 14. 14 to 16. And then in 3 months time, you might be at 100
at a time. Stop trying to finish the course. Start trying to get the rep. Do first, then watch if you get stuck. Open the tool before you open the tutorial. Touch it, play with it, then learn what went wrong. Explain it out loud. Teach your confusion, even if it's to a wall. If you can explain it, you own it. Repeat it tomorrow, not next week. Come back the next day and do it again. Your brain doesn't need new, it needs reps. Lazy learners don't cram, they layer.
Reps over everything. We'll end there. I think that was a good video. Who was that again? Gritwise. So Gritwise, go like, go subscribe. That video has 370,000 views and they've only got 5,000 subscribers. I thought it was really good, really simple. Probably I'll see if there's more videos on their channel, but let me know what you guys think of these types of videos. The reason I thought it was important is a lot of these learning techniques and keep it simple, stupid, stuff like that. Like a lot of this applies to sports and coaching. And it's funny, like I get a lot of comments on these channels. I love it. I love the engagement that we all have in our community. But there's times where I get frustrated because I feel like I'm answering the same question in the video. I already answered the question. And I don't mean frustrated as in like, don't comment or don't ask questions, but it's more so like, I think you still as a person have to do the work. There's no answer I can give you to fix it. So some of you will ask like, hey, with my team, I'm going to try this new thing because we've been having trouble with this. Like, what are your thoughts? And I'm like, I think it's a great idea, but that's all I can say. I can't say it's going to work or it's not going to work. So you guys are showing like you have the power to make these decisions. You guys are connecting the dots, but you just need to take that next step of like, trust yourself and also know you're probably going to fail a little bit. But then once you fail, and then you'll come back to me with better questions of, hey, I'm having trouble with our offense that we just put in. It's not working. The problem I'm having is this. Do you have some solutions? It's like, oh yeah, we watched the video. Yeah, we know how to do this. Yeah, I've dealt with that problem. I can give you 100 solutions to like very specific problems, but I think we hold ourselves back on the broader topic of like, what offense should I run? I don't know, man. What kind of team do you have? What level do they play? Like, what's your goals for the season? Are your kids showing up to practice? Like all that sort of stuff first. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. We're definitely going to be checking out these types of videos a little bit more, just because I think it encompasses a lot of our basketball industry, and not just hyper fixating on one trainer or one coach or whatever. They're broader ideas that we can later use to quickly explain other things. So anyways, take care, guys. Love you. See you next.